Rubicon is crossed. Here we are, boys and girls. We're gonna get that kick-ass TNO music. Alright, we're ready? Yeah. Oh, we need to, like... Hold on a sec. I need to further, like, shrink down the chat, because the elements on the screen need to... Oh my god. Okay. It was clearly not optimized for... Let me see, how much... Okay, I can shrink it this much. There? Okay, good enough. Yes, I love the Rubicon music. It's Origin got it from a Hoi 4 mod. Yeah, alright, let's see if I can configure this a little bit better. How thin can I make the stream chat? I can make it like that. There we go. Alright, Rubicon is crossed with the dismissal of Bruning. Yep, democracy dying. We know the drill. 62%. We might even have control even after yeah, I'll turn it up. Let's turn it up. I'm turning it up on my end. I don't know if it makes any... Let me see if I can... How do I go back to this and... Let's turn up the audio. There. There we go. No, I don't want it. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Alright, we could jam out to this, but I definitely do need to continue playing the game. Actually, let me check and see. What's the... How long have we been streaming? I want to check that. Okay, guess I can't. Well, okay. We'll check later. Okay. I'm thinking we need to... By the way, Mobman, I think maybe we should change this so that it says DNF here when the DNF is formed. If Hugenberg's DNF... Okay. If only Hugenberg... Okay. It's only... So Trevor Honest DNVP is in the cabinet, but the Trevor Honest DNVP themselves are not willing to back the cabinet, even though they're in it. That doesn't... Okay, fair, I guess. Alright, fair enough. Alright, Papen laid out the ideological direction, declared his previous... Yep, we already know this stuff. I mean, Minty, if Minty, if you would prefer, I can also, like, narrate this, because I know if you haven't actually played it, but, yeah, okay, so Papen has declared previous administrations were state socialist and cultural Bolshevist, standard bullshit. Anyways, he condemned the transformation into a welfare state and seeks to reverse this progress. As Vorwärts put it, this marks a unique declaration of class war from above. So now the SPD and communists are going to come back after declining. We're gonna gain back some support. And if the Nazis backed this cabinet, they could kill their support. And so now I will save the game here as well. In case, because there's some silly things you can do to make it even more likely that you get a majority government. But we don't really need that here. I just want to boost our relations with Zentrum. Papen unbans the Nazi stormtroopers. My God. Oh, we're winning. We're still winning. We just need to... Yes. Prussia. What should we do here? Support for the Republic is pretty low, so we need to purge the bureaucracy. Alright, yep. Okay, so Allies meets with our German representatives, but when Papen is leading the country, and he wants to rearm. He just wants more rearmament. That's what he wants to do. It means that we're not going to make much progress here. Okay. Okay, now what? Now we should get Leber and have him rally for democracy. Who should I replace? We're not going to need Wojtinski anymore, so I'll get Leber. Oh, I should actually reduce... I can use bide our time to reduce dissent. We're going to rally for democracy. Yeah, reduce dissent. Raise funds, as always. Yay! We got our reparations payments gotten rid of. But... Oh, yes. That's interesting. The German demand for... What's this? Okay, well, we walked away with something. Okay, great. So now we don't have to pay as much, but everyone already hates him, so yeah, we know that it was Bruning who did the real work for this. Okay. Okay, Republic support. What else do we need to make sure we have it strong in these days? Relations with the other parties, yeah. Okay, let's just keep purging bureaucracy. See if I can't rally for democracy, because that's more important right now. Nazi march. Oh shit. We're gonna have the Prussian coup. It's time. It's time for the coup. Okay. The Nazi stormtroopers are planning a march through Altona, working class neighborhood known for its working class population. Altona is a communist stronghold, and the planned march will almost certainly lead to violence. You know, of course, the lifting of the ban on the stormtroopers certainly has helped bring this about, but he's gonna blame it on our interior minister of Prussia. But we're gonna allow it with heavy police presence. When the march arrives in Altona, they are immediately confronted with an angry crowd of communists and socialists who throw objects at the Nazis. The police attempt to separate the two groups to no avail. Gunshots are heard, reportedly from rooftop snipers. The police manage to keep their cool, the shots stop, and the march disperses without further violence. Coup in Prussia. The Chancellor attempts to overthrow the Prussian government. A crisis! Chancellor Papen has ordered the dismissal of the Prussian government through a procedure known as the Reichsexecution. He claims the state government can no longer maintain order amid escalating street battles between the stormtroopers, Reichsbanner, and other paramilitary groups, despite his own administration having legalized them. The surge in politically motivated violence has given Papen the pretext to depose the Prussian government. With Otto Braun still abroad on convalescent leave following the heartbreaking events of the past few months, Papen is moving to seize control. If this coup is successful, Papen will transfer control of Prussia to a reactionary Reichskommissar, a calculated move to win over the Nazis by granting the stormtroopers free reign in the state. We suspect Defense Minister Schleicher to be the mastermind behind this scheme, another step in his taming strategy. The legality of this action is dubious. Severing has responded that he'll only yield to force. Many of our members are prepared to resist. So, here. We will fight against the overthrow attempt. Labor will call a general strike. The Reichsbanner and the loyal elements of the Prussian police will resist the coup. The Reichswehr are already on the streets of Berlin, with a national force of 100,000 men on standby, ready to crush any resistance. The Stahlhelm and the recently legalized stormtroopers are poised to back them. The Reichsbanner simply cannot match the small but well-trained and heavily armed Reichswehr. If we resist, we face the very real prospect of civil war. We understand the gravity of this, don't we? Well, we're at 2 million Reichsbanner soldiers, and, they're basically soldiers at this point. We have militarized them a lot. Yes, we will fight, even lead the civil... Yes! Let's go. Papen has backed down without a fight. With Severing and the Prussian government standing firm, declaring they would only respond to force, Papen has refused to press ahead with his plan, unwilling to risk civil war. Hindenburg is reportedly displeased with Papen's weakness, but believes another opportunity will come soon. For now, we remain in control of the democratic bulwark. Okay, so the thing that happened here was you can see the distribution of power. The Reichsbanner and the Prussian police are on our side. The stormtroopers and Stahlhelm are on their side. And then the military is on their side as well, but labor is on our side. And we have low dissent within labor, and our support among the workers was high when we entered Rubicon mode, so that's what contributes to it. Now we need to, because Constitution Day is coming up, and I need to make sure that everything is in place for it. To make sure that we're on good terms with the other parties. I could pursue a reformist direction, but I don't want to change that, actually. So, I'm just gonna avoid doing anything for now there. I'm just gonna rally for democracy again. Ooh, a meeting between the Reichswehr and the Nazis. SPD intelligence has obtained knowledge of a secret meeting. Through our intelligence network, the SPD has received a copy of the minutes of a meeting between Nazi leaders Gregor Strasser, Hermann Göring, and Ernst Röhm, with former General Edwin von Stolpnagel, a close ally of Schleicher. The topic of the conference was about possible joint action between the Reichswehr and the SA, if the leftists were to make a move following the elections. Concerning. This all but confirms our suspicions that General Schleicher is conspiring with the Nazis against Republican forces. Our relations with the Red General has worsened. Von Schleicher offers to meet with the unions and ease their fears. The unions are independent of the party and have agreed to participate. Invitation... okay. The invitation for a direct meeting between Leipart and von Schleicher is declined. Instead, a larger meeting is held, including Papen, his interior minister, and the ADGB's co-chairs. At the meeting, the union leaders confront Schleicher over alleged secret agreements with the SA, prompting Schleicher and Papen to strike a more conciliatory tone in response to union complaints about unfair government treatment. Schleicher denies any such deals with the SA, insisting that the government's highest priority is reducing unemployment. Papen also requests the unions to use their influence to persuade the SPD to give the government time to deliver results. By the end of the meeting, the three unionists are left impressed by Schleicher, who hints at possible concessions to a patriotic labor movement. A line of communication between the ADGB and the government remains open, much to Wels's frustration as he aims to maintain a united front against the regime. Leipart's granted an ability. Okay, by the way, Wels resigned from the party, so shouldn't we use something different here? Or Modman, I'm gonna put that in chat too. Note on secret Reichswehr meeting. Yeah, that's true. Adronia, you've got a point. Welcome back there. But wait, okay, Origin. Why is? I guess Vels. It does kind of make sense. Vels is still part of the opposition to the regime, so there's that. Even though he's in the Socialist Workers' Party now. Yeah. All right. Makes sense enough, I guess. Reichstag elections. Okay, we're doing well. The Nazis are... I mean, they did well better than the previous election, but their support went down at least. No governing majority. Yeah, okay. Damn, I'm getting thirsty. Maybe I should get some water. Actually, no, I can't. I can't go up the stairs right now because we're doing some home renovations. Shit. Well, okay, I can't go upstairs right now. We could probably get some water down here if I had a cup. No, I don't think that would do, though. Okay. Anyways, pardon that. DMVP. Wait, they went down in vote share, but up in seat share. Interesting. The DNF had already formed as of the last election, so it's not that. I'm looking through this closely because this is in Rubicon mode. This is the only chance to look at your popularity. So we're strong with workers. We've actually lost rural support. Nazis have also lost rural support in favor of others. Is that going to be like? I guess the rural leagues and whatever, and they're probably going to become the DNEF soon. But yeah, okay. Huh. What else do we look at here? Support with workers stays strong. Oh, actually, does the combined Weimar coalition have... We need to rally it, because it's not big enough right now. Although, certainly with the communists in tow, it's definitely sufficient. But let's see. So will we have enough to impeach Hindenburg when time comes? So let's get to to 2/3. We should be able to get there. Infinite WTB rallies will be coming up soon. I just want to make sure I forget what the exact requirements are for Constitution Day, but I feel like one of them is, having strong relations with the other parties and Centrum, don't screw me there. Alright, don't do anything there at the moment. I want to get inter-party. There we go. As long as I have one resource still. There we go. We should cut down on... Actually, no, we can... Yeah, I should... I want to... I definitely do want to cut down on dissent, but we should rally for democracy. Because it's just such a powerful ability. It's broken, man. Okay. Let's raise funds. Constitution Day. Yes. Yes. We managed to coordinate it with the Weimar coalition parties. Okay. Oh, excellent news. It has been 13 years since the adoption of the Weimar Constitution, a date still marked as a public holiday in its commemoration. However, Papen has chosen this occasion to unveil his plan for a so-called new state, an authoritarian constitution that would merge the offices of Chancellor and Prussian Minister-President, free the Chancellor from reliance on Reichstag competence, and establish an aristocratic upper house of parliament appointed by the President. In practice, this would transform Germany into a dictatorship run by elites. We have launched a propaganda campaign aimed at shifting public opinion back in favor of the system. But as always, you can't effectively preach to hungry people. We managed to coordinate this campaign with the Weimar coalition parties, countering the belief that Republican patriotism belongs solely to the socialists. Papen's plan bears obvious similarities to the former Kaiserreich. And given his monarchist sympathies, it's clear that restoring the monarchy remains his ultimate goal. Decree against political terror. Yep, okay. Oh, yep. Papen is trying to deal with, sign a decree that's to deal with political crimes. A few hours after its enactment, 5 uniformed Nazi men break into the apartment of a communist miner and trade unionist and beat him to death in front of his mother. They were arrested and they are set to stand trial next week. They're known as the Potempa 5, named after the village where the attack took place. Yeah, okay, well that's... I believe the communist... Isn't the guy in question, he was like Polish or something? So he's not just a communist, but also like a ethnic minority, so... There's a... Yeah. Okay, let's get that dissent down. Actually, no, let's raise funds. Convicted! Yes! But the Nazis are defending the men, now calling for an escalation in violence to render Germany ungovernable. Yes, Polish Communist Catholic, yes. That's honestly kind of impressive. Like, how do you... Oh, man, this is... Like, he's Catholic and a communist. Like, those are pretty rare. Yo, what's up, Creep2? Welcome. Hope we're ready for the elections tomorrow. And hopefully Juke goes down. Alright. Let's see. Let's continue. So anyways, Creep2, I've gotten to a point... I've managed to get reparations paused and WTB implemented before entering... before entering Rubicon. Okay, we need to cut down on party dissent, post-haste. There we go. Okay, yep. Okay, there we go. Paul Loeb is president of the Reichstag once more. Okay, what else should we do here? We have control of the streets for now, and the Nazis shouldn't get any stronger than this. Okay, let's see what else we can do here. WTB rally. Yeah, alright. Hopefully we get Republican coordination now, so we can just jack up that Weimar rallying. And then also use the joint campaign. Oh yeah, that's also for anyone who didn't watch the previous videos of mine, who needs to know how to get the left liberal Renaissance achievements. This Rubicon is the way to go for it, because just use that Weimar rally to joint rally the Weimar parties, and you'll see DDP support go way high. All right, great, something being done. 6, 7. All right. Decree to suspend Parliament. Oh no. Yeah. All right. It's rumored that by the end of the last month, Papen secured Hindenburg's approval for 2 decrees. One to dissolve the Reichstag, and another, blatantly unconstitutional, to postpone elections beyond the 60-day limit mandated by the Constitution. These decrees would allow Papen to govern unchallenged, free from the threat of repeal or a vote of no confidence. Yes, hyper-interactive cutscene. That's basically what it is. Papen has quickly become Hindenburg's favorite, and the president, unwilling to part with him, has signed off a decree that violates the Constitution he swore to uphold. Brooding, upon learning of this, has threatened Hindenburg with impeachment should he proceed, persuading himself he deterred Papen. Hold on, what are we at? We're at Trevi DNVP at 8%. We might have a problem there. Actually, no. Combined, they're at 12.3%. That might be... I hope that we don't get a civil war right away, because that would be kind of frustrating. Interesting. Pro-burning moderates, anti-burning moderates. Yeah. Yeah, what's it? The Christian National Farmers. Fucking, because Christian National, Bauern, and it's like Christian National Farmers and Peasants Party, right? Christian National Farmers and something party. I forget what the L is.